Hello and welcome, guys. Hope you're doing well. Welcome in the next video. So, in this video, we are going to learn new things. Let me show you what we will be doing in this video. So, like if you search for a destination, like let's search for KTA Park, and when you click on the from address, okay, so it will pop up a bottom navigation bar. So in this video you guys will be able to learn how to make your destination from the preset addresses. Okay, so as you guys can see, now we have static string like my home address is Kidi cohort and business address is Tehsil cohort. So now let's do it in a fun way. If I click on Kidi cohort, it just pin the source location on my home address, and when I click on business address, so it select my source location as a business address. Okay, so now let's do this. For this I have to do some changes in my current code base, like let me show you. If I swipe the drawer and go to my profile, so as you guys know, first of all, when user created, we set their addresses like home address, business address and shopping address. So now we have to change this part. When user click on the home address field, it just pop up the Google search autocomplete, and then when he select a location, so that particular location will be stored, and it is stored already. But new thing that we will be doing is we will be also storing geo points like business address geo point, home address geo point and shopping address geo point. So now let's do this. Let's see. uh, I'm going to open home.dot file, and you guys know that we have this function that is basically doing autocomplete thing for us. Let's make it reusable. I'm going to shift this function from home.dot to auth controller, so it will be available in most of the places. Let's paste over here and import. And we also have to provide build context. Sorry, that way. And instead of returning a string, let's return a prediction, and this prediction is going to be a nullable. Okay, and let's return this from here. So I'm going to use it over here, as we have uh, shifted from here. So let's call it auth controller dot show Google autocomplete, and here we have to provide context as well. And now this accepts prediction. So now let's do one thing. I'm going to replace this with the prediction. Okay, and p dot description. So we have to use this, or let's create this variable again. We have refactored this. Let's see where in other places we are using here. So we have to make it like auth controller dot show Google autocomplete, and we have to provide a context again. It should accept prediction, and let's make it p, and let's define a place variable. And it will take description as well. Okay guys, that's fine. So now let's use the same function all right over here in the profile. I'm going to shift to my profile here, and you guys can see I have this name text field, I have this home address text field. And let's do one thing, we have to provide this text field a function as well. Function on tab. Hmm. And yeah, we also have to provide that whether this text field is read only or not. Boot read only, and by default I'm making it false. Yeah, that way. Okay guys, now we have to set it little bit. Okay, so here we have to provide the uh, I think on tab should be optional, so these two need to be optional parameters. Okay, and now we are good to go. First of all, I'm going to make, and name is okay, we don't have to do anything with name, but home address is something we have to change. Like I have to provide on tab, and this will take a function, and this is read only true. So we have to do this thing, and we have to call auth controller dot show Google Map and provide context. And let's see what we got till now. I'm going to click on home address, and yeah guys, you can see we have this Google autocomplete right over here. So let's do further work. So as you guys know, we have to mark this async, and we should expect prediction. Okay guys, now what we have to do, let me write command now. Let's translate this selected address and convert it to let long object. Okay, we already know how to convert place to let long, because we have did this in the last videos. If you guys remember, in the home screen we have this function location from address. So now let's use the same function. I think we have to make it reusable first of all. So now let's make it reusable. Okay, so it will be returning as a let long object. Okay, copy auth controller. Let's import this geocoding. As we imported this geocoding, it started again the same problem that we have tackled last time. So we have to make this import in alias. Okay, so it's not confused with other stuff. Where is the geocoding here? Now let's use the same geocoding dot and geocoding dot. Okay, like this. So now we have this function ready. Now from this function we have to return let long object and locations dot first dot latitude, and then we have to provide locations dot first dot longitude. Okay, this is now our let long object. Let's import. What we have to provide? Future let long. Now let's call this function from right over here where we have made changes. So yeah, this one source, it should be like, let me comment this. We have to call auth controller dot let build let long from address. We have to provide the place it's correct, and we have to wait for a few seconds. Once we get result, we will make it let long or source, like this. Okay, so we have made it reusable. Let's use same thing in our profile. Okay, I have comment over here. Let long uh, home address, and we have to call it await auth controller dot build let long from place, and what our place is p dot description, and we have to import let long. Next, what we have to do, store this information into Firebase. Okay, together once update is clicked. Okay, I think we have to declare it in upper. Here we have let long. Let's make it late. For home address, that way. Now it's a lot better. Also, once we select it, we also have to provide our home controller the same address. Home controller dot text, it should be p dot description. Okay, so now let's see how it looks like. I'm going to click on home address and going to search for Cohort University. Okay, and boom, you guys can see the selected address is right over here. Now we have to do same thing for these things, and once update is clicked, we have to store the value in a Firebase. Let me do it quickly and then I will be back. So yeah guys, I have implemented this for the remaining fields. Now let's work on saving information. So basically this is the profile screen that you guys can see. So I have to modify this function a little bit. So we have to expect few parameters right over here that should be optional for now, like let long, and this will be this will going to be a home let long, and let's make it nullable. Let's copy and paste several times, this for shopping and this for business. Business let long and shopping let long. So we should pass these parameters too. Now let's try one by one. Regarding home let long, I'm going to pass the home address, shopping address, and business address. Okay guys, now it's time to store this information in Firestore. Sorry, the field should be home let long, and I'm going to save it in a geopoint like this. First we have to provide the latitude, home let long dot latitude, and now home let long dot longitude. Okay guys, so let's do for the rest. Okay, and then this is going to be a business, and this is going to be shopping. Okay, so yeah, that's it. Now let's try to see what we have achieved so far. So this is sorry, this is the database that I have, and the current profile is Osama. So I'm on the same document. Let me update few information like from Osama to Osama Qureshi, and let's change the home address KTA. Business address should be like uh, Tehsil Kohat. Okay, and after this let's search for main Bazaar Kohat. Okay, and now I'm going to click on update, and let's see what we have updated so far. So yeah guys, it's really done. You guys can see we have business address, and then business let long, home address, home let long, shopping address, and shopping let long. So now what we have to do next, when I click on this, like suppose I'm going to move to my university, Cohort University, and as now I am in office. So when I click on this field, it should select this current let long as my source location. Okay, so now let's do this. Okay, let's navigate to home.dot file, and so we have this bottom sheet right over here. Okay, this one. So we have bottom sheet. Let's extract this one. So now what we have to do is just replace these values, like we have to get this home address and business address. Let's replace. So as you guys can see, this is auth controller, and our user information is stored in a Yeah, here my user model. So my user all information is stored in this. So let's see what we have. We have business address, all this information. Let's create the new field. And we have to extract information over here, like home home address should be JSON, and then we have to call, sorry, not this one, but this one, home let long. And let's wrap this in a let long object dot latitude, and then we have to call dot longitude. The spelling should be same, otherwise it will not work. Okay, let's make it small. And for longitude, let's paste it over here. And now we are good to go with the home address. Let's copy and paste for business address and shopping address too. Let's change the value of key. Hopefully, and that's all we have to do. Now let's give it a restart in order to refresh this model. So I'm on home screen inside the bottom navigation bar. So now let's replace these values. How I can do is very simple, just auth controller dot my user dot value, and we have to call home address. Mm, Here we have home address. Okay, sorry for the names. And let's copy and paste it for the business too. Now let's see. I'm going to click on the search for destination. United Bank. And now let's search for cohort. Sorry. So yeah, you guys can see I have the information from my user model. So it is the home address is Karak Development Authority. It should be KD. Okay, let's leave it for now. And we have business address as Tehsil Plaza Kohart. So we are good to go right over here. Now once we click on one of them, so we should replace our marker. So now let's work on it. And as you guys know, we have already access to our latitude and longitude, so I think we just have to copy code from search for address method, like now we don't have to execute this thing. And as we have access to source, now let's copy information from here till here. So this should be placed inside this container. Let's implement on click. Yeah. And yeah, let's make it. Wait, sorry, asynchronous. And in this case we don't need these things, as we have already geopoint stored in the database. Let's directly access it. So we have information in a data controller, sorry, auth controller dot my user, and then dot so as we have clicked on home address, so I have to call value dot home address. That's it. And place id should be unique, like we have one. Let's give it the same home address as a marker id also here. And we are good to go. So now let's give it a try and see what we have achieved so far. I'm going to click on from, and let's click on Karak Development Authority as my home address. And that's it, guys, we have basically achieved. So we have to do one small thing is, you can see we have our source as this one, Karak Development Authority, and our destination is United Bank Limited. Okay, so one thing that we have to change is, once we select the address, it should pop off the bottom sheet. Okay, so it can be done right over here, get dot back. Let's give it a try again. Let's give it a restart. Let's search for a destination, Quahad University. And select from address as Karak Development Authority. Clicked on it, and yeah, you guys have seen that bottom navigation bar sheet is being popped itself. So yeah, guys, that's it for this video. See you in the next video. Thank you so much, guys, for watching the video.